Ship's log, GSX Phantom, Terra 168.3, 2734. We are on course to exit the galactic halo. As humans used to say, time to get this show on the road. Good morning, Commander. Report?
Morning, sir. Been a quiet night. We'll clear the halo in a couple of hours.
No news is good news. I have the bridge.
Aye, sir.
Begin morning shift.
Admiral, long-range sensors are picking up a structure ahead of us. Aluminum. Silicates. There is a faint energy reading. This is not a naturally occurring object, sir. It's a drift.
That's interesting. Not the best timing, but I guess we can spare an hour to investigate. Helm, adjust course to intercept this, thing.
Aye, sir. Approaching the object.
Slow us down. Bring us alongside. Full scan, Lieutenant.
Sir, this is a stasis vessel. I'm reading 4 beings in stasis.
It's too big to bring into a cargo hold. What are those markings on the side?
The rotation of the vessel will bring it into view shortly.
Species identification?
Working on it. The sensors are having trouble penetrating the stasis pods. Whatever this alloy is, it's throwing the sensors out of focus.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Cancel request, Lieutenant. I already know the species. Look.
How can this be?
Lieutenant, prepare for a stir team. Franny, wake up Colby and Dr. Hara. You join the stir team too and take a van over and investigate.
Aye, sir.
Shirin, why am I up so early?
We encountered a relic from early human space exploration.
All the way out here? We have to be several hundred light years from Terra.
That's why you're up so early.
Okay then, let's go.
There's a port, Commander.
Got it. Beginning docking sequence.
The vessel's reactor is somehow still functional. There is barely a breathable atmosphere. We don't want to stay too long.
Still inconclusive on the pods. I need to see them up close to make a determination.
Docking complete.
We've got a good seal.
I'm increasing the rate of rotation, so we'll have some gravity inside. Colby to bridge. We're entering the vessel.
Admiral, establishing uplink to main viewer.
Crystal clear, Franny. Proceed.
Doctor, start your scans. I'm going to take a look at the power core.
They are definitely human. Well preserved too. These pods are constructed of multiple layers of alloys and polymers. No wonder the sensors struggled.
The life support system seems to still be able to function. If Bruce can get the power online, we can extend our time here.
Okay, good news and bad news. There's not much left in that reactor. This thing has been sacrificing systems to maintain the pods. I was able to start the backup power generator. It should be enough to at least power the monitors and open the pods.
Looks like this is the on switch.
Franny, see if you can locate anything on this vessel's purpose. The launch date will be useful too.
Working on it, sir. Ah, here it is. This vessel is the USS Oberon, launched September 5th, 2116, part of a mission called Operation Resuscitate. Apparently, this group was part of a larger force of volunteers from the military. Seems the United States government was aware that the country was near collapse. These teams were put into stasis and sent out on a 10-year round trip to the outer star system and back, likely to keep them undetected. When they returned, their mission was for each vessel to re-establish a specific part of the government after it collapsed and regain control.
Does it say how many total stasis vessels were used?
9.
Looks like this ship was detoured. Search historical. This doesn't ring any bells on that time period.
None of the stasis vessels were ever heard from again.
That's odd. It's not as if humans of the time didn't know how to plot a long-range circuit of the star system.
If I were to speculate, sir, they may not have wanted them back.
Elaborate.
This operation assumed that there would still be some form of centralized governmental control, even if sparse, be it military, intelligence, or senior cabinet. However, in reality, we know the civilian populace completely wiped out the central government. The new interim government likely learned of this operation, remote adjusted the course, and disabled the reanimation sequence to ensure they never returned.
Well, that took an ominous turn.
You asked me to elaborate, sir.
Even if that's the case, this thing travels 400 light years in only 600 years. Fusion engines are good, but not that good. Any guesses?
Based on our current position relative to Terra, they must have passed near something very dense. A micro or stellar mass singularity, perhaps, and picked up a velocity boost.
A hell of a boost. I wonder this thing wasn't crushed. Thanks, Franny. Dr. Hara, what's your analysis?
Pretty simple, Admiral. Wake them up or doom them to eternity in the cosmos. These people fully expected to reawaken in 10 years. Now, they are so displaced in time. I'm not sure one way or the other. Maybe better to just let the natural course of events occur. Waking them up could do more harm than good.
Admiral, this ship doesn't have much time left. The power supply will be depleted in another 200 days or so. I don't even know how it hasn't been depleted as of yet.
Relativistic physics, Commander. Without a mag field to protect it, the velocity boost likely had some time dilation effects, extending the life of the power core. One of the neat things about early human spacecraft, despite their fragility, is they often far exceeded their operational design life.
Yeah, I suppose that'll do it.
Lieutenant Kashani, can we control the pods?
Yes, sir. I have access to the reanimation sequence.
Admiral, I'd feel better doing this on a ship in a well-controlled environment. But there's no way we can fit one of these pods into the van, let alone 4.
Let's do this. Pick one of them to reanimate, but keep them sedated until you return. I'll have the starport ready a cargo pod to retrieve the other 3.
Right. I'll use the gurney on a van to transport the subject.
Proceed.
Shireen, let's take the first one. Begin the sequence.
I'll grab the gurney.
That'll keep him unconscious.
Reading rising heart rate. Blood circulation. Neural activity.
Confirmed. Heart rate at 34 beats per minute and rising. Respiration, endocrine, lymphatic systems approaching normal levels.
Franny, help me get him on the gurney.
Let's go. We've done all we can here.
Admiral, deactivating uplink.
Copy that.
Take him to medics. He'll stay sedated until we return with the others.
No problem, Doc.
Franny, did we get everything?
Everything I could. Some of the data couldn't be recovered, but we have 90% of it.
Medics to bridge. We have everything we need from the stasis vessel. We're about to wake up our visitors.
Acknowledged. I'll be there shortly. Mr. Chin, resume course and speed.
Aye, sir.
Where are we at, team?
We've learned quite a bit about our guests. This is the leader, Lieutenant Colonel Claude Perry, Lieutenant Roger Stack, Lieutenant Amber Crawford, and Corporal Jason Anderson.
I completely forgot about these stiff uniforms. Okay, Doctor, let's have a talk with the Colonel.
Whoa, not too fast, Corner.
What is this place?
I'll explain in a moment. There is no need to be alarmed. I'm a doctor. We found your craft adrift and revived you. Can you tell me what you remember?
Adrift? Well, not much to remember. We were put in the stasis pods and told we'd reawaken in about 10 years. They launched us toward the outer edge of the system. But this doesn't look anything like the lunar ground station or an orbital command platform. Where are we? Did we already regain command and control?
You're correct, Colonel. This is not the lunar ground station or an orbital command platform. I'm Admiral Cairo Harrison. You are on the Foundation Starship Phantom.
Foundation? You say Admiral, but this room doesn't quite look military.
Let's just say we're military adjacent. We are the founding organization regarding galactic engagement. Everyone says Foundation for short.
Yeah, that's a mouthful. How did you get Foundation? Wouldn't Forge have been simpler? You spies?
Forge, in fact, was used in the beginning, but the Forge sounded just a bit too sinister for what we were trying to present. So, founding, organization, foundation. It seemed to fit better, so we went with it. Who would want to deal with a group called the Forge? Sounds like a place you go and never come back from. Anyway, to use your parlance, think of us as independent contractors.
Now you sound like mercenaries.
On occasion. Colonel.
Well, Admiral, I need to contact our other forces. Where is your communication center?
Colonel, what year is it supposed to be?
If all went according to plan, 2126. You said you found us adrift, so 2127 or 28. Amazing how much the technology has changed in 12 years.
Colonel, look around. This is a starship, not a base. I think you know it is not 2128.
29?
By your calendar, today is June 17th, 2734. You have been adrift for over 600 years. Also, we are not anywhere near Terra.
What's Terra?
Earth. It's called Terra now. There is no base. There is no one to call. Sorry to say this, Colonel, but everything and everyone you know is long dead.
Oh, well, my goodness. 600 years? But things must have turned out okay. You're all human. And you? Yeah, you're definitely American. I recognize that Midwestern Yankee mixed accent. Where you from? Cleveland? Buffalo?
Pittsburgh, actually. But I'm not American as you know it. And she's not human. But the rest of us are.
She looks human to me.
That's where the similarities end. Colonel, meet Franny. She's the ship's avatar.
A robot?
A little more complex than that. Colonel, we revived you first to get a gauge on how you will respond to your predicament. I think it's best if you relay this to your team.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I need to attend to some ship's business. The doctor can revive them at any time, so no rush.
I understand, Admiral. When can we expect to return to, Terra?
Short answer is you're stuck with us for about a month. Once you all are settled in, I'll stop by and get you caught up on the last 600 years. Bruce, set up one of the guest suites with extra bunks. They should probably stay together while they adjust.
Aye, sir.
Report, Lieutenant.
Admiral, you're right on time. We are now exiting the galactic halo.
Bridge to engineering. Power up the SID drive. It's time.
Acknowledge, Bridge. Okay, team, this is it. Disconnect the mag core from the nacelle coil output. Initiate flow to the SID. Bridge, SID is rigged for long-haul operation.
Okay, Commander.
Something wrong, sir?
Oh, no. Only 6 days away.
We should reach the Andromeda Halo in 6 days, 15 hours. Give or take.
Align our course so we stay within range of the Starband network relays.
Course laid in, sir.
All right. Let's go. Initiate.
Colonel, how could this have happened? 600 years! This can't be true!
It does feel like a dream, because looking out this window, we are most definitely not in Kansas anymore.
The Admiral said he'd come by and get us caught up later. Let's be patient. I got the sense something urgent was happening.
I'm gonna go crazy sitting around, contemplating. Maybe we should assess our situation, know who and what we're dealing with. The crewman that brought us here, he said to ask the computer if we needed anything. What did he call it?
He called it Tronic.
Better than doing nothing.
Tronic, can you hear us?
Affirmative.
Tronic, can you tell us everything about this ship's mission?
The general mission is exploration beyond the known galaxy. Specific mission files are restricted to active officers.
Geez, Roger, a bit much, don't you think? Tronic, is there any information about this ship and crew that is unrestricted?
The ship general specifications and crew manifest is unrestricted.
It's better than nothing. Tronic, give us the ship specs.
The Foundation starship Phantom is a Centaurus-class experimental dreadnought and flagship of the organization. Ship registry, GSX-0001D. Constructed at the Foundation corporate hub at Beta Perseus. Launched, Terra 166-2734. Crew complement, 450 officers and crew. There are 30 decks. Overall length, 1,320 meters. Beam, 520 meters. Depth, 180 meters. Mass, 5.2 million metric tons. Standard sublight propulsion is provided by twin turbo-fusion sail drive engines. Primary power is provided by the Luminance Magnitude Drive, a variable-speed tritium-hydrogen-matter-antimatter reactor core, regulated by synthetic crystalline tri-tetragonal boron, fused with element 124. Standard cruise velocity of magnitude 7.5 at 6 light-years per hour. Maximum velocity of magnitude 10 at 60 light-years per hour, sustainable for 30 hours.
Well, that was way too specific for this to be a dream. I don't know what half of those words even mean.
Agreed. Let's keep going. Tronic, bring up the crew manifest.
Tronic, limit to senior officers. We're not going through 450 names.
Commanding Officer, Admiral Cairo Harrison. Executive Officer, Commander Thais Montoya. Second Officer, Lieutenant Commander Bruce Colby. Operations Officer, Lieutenant Commander Michael Walker. Helm Officer, Lieutenant Quentin Chen. Science Officer, Lieutenant Shirin Kashani. Chief Medical Officer, Commander Akiri Hara. Chief Engineer, Lieutenant Commander Losan Vanda. Security Chief, Major Buan Mukasa. Chief Intelligence Officer, Agent Anders Doyle.
You know, it said organization. I wonder how many ships they have.
Good question. Tronic, the Admiral clearly looks to be the boss. Does this organization have additional ships? Or bases?
The command structure of the organization is unrestricted.
Let's see it.
Rear Admiral Jerna Carr, Commanding Officer, Foundation Headquarters, commonly referred to as Corporate. Admiral Carr manages diplomatic access, shipbuilding, technology research and development, and full vessel support for the organization. Commodore Linnea Branford, Commanding Officer, GSX Valkyrie. Commodore Branford manages the Engagement Division covering strategic operations, combat support, and covert intelligence. Commodore Kantar Wex, Commanding Officer, GSS Meng Chi. Commodore Wex manages the Support Division covering engineering assistance, relief missions, and exploratory guidance. Captain Nico Veretto, Commanding Officer, GSS Trueno, commonly referred to as the Peacemaker, Engagement Division. Captain Manoa Chuka, Commanding Officer, GSS Inazuma, Engagement Division. Captain Jahi Atia, Commanding Officer, GSS Nioka, Engagement Division. Captain Romy Metzger, Commanding Officer, GSS Shai Yu, Support Division. Captain Andres Tejada, Commanding Officer, GSS Aurora, Support Division. Captain Anahara Torito, Commanding Officer, GSS Samant, Support Division.
If we want anything else, I guess we have to wait for the Admiral. Yeah, come in.
Good evening. Sorry, but I needed time to study up on 22nd century politics and history.
So, Admiral, what happened after we left? Was the country resurrected?
No. No, it wasn't. After the government fell in 2117, there was a cascade of governments failing all around the world, especially all the major ones with heavily commingled economies.
We never did figure out how the civilians were able to so succinctly capture base after base after base.
What's commonly known is there was a communication application that was able to be installed on devices and block eavesdropping protocols that government intelligence agencies typically co-opt to spy on its citizens. What you were witnessing was the greatest global mass civilian coordination effort in human history. Enough people finally realized the global governments were keeping them at each other's throats with their coordinated propaganda to maintain power for the politically connected and wealthy. The evidence was so overwhelming that, even though it took decades, the most hardened skeptics and propagandists began to come around. There was no way to know it at the time, but this was the beginning of what was later called World War IV. Since World War III was disjointed and didn't go nuclear as humans commonly assumed it would, humanity was convinced that World War IV would be country versus country lobbing nuclear warheads at each other. It wasn't. It was commoners versus the oligarchs, elites, politicians, and their close supporters. About 5 years after you launched, low and mid-level military officers were realizing they were just being used to advance the causes of the wealthy, not defending freedom or whatever bullshit slogan you came up with. Concerning the civilians, the inactive soldiers became sympathizers. Sympathizers became active with the civilians.
I am not hearing this. Soldiers are loyal to the Constitution, not their feelings. Treasonous. Traitors.
Were they traitors? Have you ever seen a wealthy person go to war, Colonel? And for what? National interests? Because two old fogies couldn't hammer out a business deal? Or couldn't see past their cultural or religious differences? So some egomaniac can have their stock increase a couple of points? Maybe they had enough of seeing their friends and colleagues get slaughtered for basically nothing. Based on my brief reading of your Constitution, the military is sworn to protect against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Loyal to the document, not the occupant. Looks to me like they kept their oath and finally decided to go after the domestic enemy. Most soldiers are trained to follow orders, never question if maybe their commander is the actual enemy. Anyway, once the global nuclear arsenals were wrested from the control of the 12 central governments that had them, that was the beginning of the end.
None of the intelligence services were able to crack the code?
Who do you think designed the application?
Had to be a former Intel operative.
Former operatives. Also sympathizers that became active.
What was it that finally forced the government to surrender?
They didn't technically surrender. But, and you're going to love this, the global governments literally ran out of ammunition. Who do you think manufactures all that firepower, refines all that jet and tank fuel, maintains the internet and power grid, delivers the news, runs the prisons? Regular people do. Without fuel or ammunition, that fighter drone is just an expensive paperweight. Most of those shipments got quote-unquote lost or hijacked. They gave it all to themselves. The politicians and military leadership thought they were coordinating supply shipments from weapons manufacturing executives and such. They were coordinating with the rebels the whole time. That's how they took down base after base after base. They had your plans. The rebels strategically took control of the entire supply chain the governments relied on. This would be comical if it wasn't so devastating.
How many were lost, Admiral?
Total? On both sides? Globally? 74 million people directly from the fighting. Several million more from the residual effects. Much of that was in the Eastern Hemisphere, and even then more concentrated in the nuclear-armed nations. Then there's the good old U.S., defiant and arrogant to the bitter end. Satellite bases gone. Naval ships either captured or ineffective. Air power not much good without munitions. Americans are already armed to the hilt with twice as many guns as people. They took what they had remaining and consolidated their forces in the capital city, desperately trying to regain control. By this time, most of the governments and militaries had failed or acquiesced. The rebellion showed zero mercy. To finish them off for good, they sent the ultimate message to the world and launched a single nuclear warhead at their own capital.
Wait, there's all kind of bunkers and shelters there that would withstand a nuclear blast.
You're right, Colonel. Built so well they are in fact still there to this day. Problem is, the rebels did the unthinkable. Bunkers are only effective if you know the bomb is coming. The surface, however, became a 50-square-mile pile of rubble. Today, it's an open-air museum. I've been there. A reminder to all of humanity the importance of being properly informed and participation in the process. Also, the consequences of becoming apathetic with elected officials that support and participate in unchecked greed, corruption, and excess at everyone else's expense.
Wow. I mean, just wow.
Hold on, that still doesn't explain us. How did we end up so far off course?
There was nothing definitive in the archives. Best we were able to figure, they remote accessed your control systems. A couple of taps on the thrusters and goodbye forever.
They tried to kill us.
From their perspective, they did kill you. They knew you weren't coming back, that's for sure. If we had not happened by when we did, in another few months, yeah. We suspect this was the fate of the other 8 stasis vessels.
Jeez.
In the history books, the 19th through 22nd century is officially named the Age of Idiocracy, but more commonly called the Stupid Ages. Generally speaking, a time where the technological advancements far outpaced your collective maturity to use them. More important to look good than be good. Endless fear-mongering, misinformation, propaganda campaign. complicit ignorance, killing each other over trivial nonsense. You'll hear similar stories across dozens of planets, growing pains as the species matures. But it's not all doom and gloom. After the residual effects subsided, things began to change. The people realized that resources were not nearly as scarce as they were made out to be. Political and ideological differences were put aside as rebuilding the planet was the priority. Except the Middle East. It took them another 200 years to shed their ancient ways and join the rest of humanity in the future. Energy was abundant with the rollout of reliable fusion power. By mid-century, nation-states were gone and a few new regional governments formed comprising the United Global Council, which put regions on a more equal footing, as opposed to the previous method where the nuclear-armed ones had special consideration. Poverty had mostly been eliminated globally. Interest in the arts and sciences returned. By the early 23rd century, humanity once again set their eyes on the stars and never looked back.
I apologize for my earlier outburst, Admiral.
No need. Listen, this is a hell of a lot to take in for one day. I'm sure you're all on information overload. How about this? Just relax. Enjoy the view. The synthesizer can make anything you need. Comfortable clothes, food, fuzzy slippers. Security is working on your accesses. It will only be civilian level, but that allows you access to the library, computers, ship's lounges, exercise facilities, the holo sims, and the park.
This ship has a park?
More of a big garden, really. But the plants are real. Helps keep the air on the ship clean.
Thank you, Admiral. We'll do as you suggest.
I'll check on you all again soon. If you need help finding any facilities, just ask Tronic. Good night, all.
Kai, what brings you this way? Come in.
Hey, Taz. Enjoy your day off?
Sure did. Just got lost in old movies and a tub of custard.
Sounds like a calm, relaxing day.
I saw that the seed drive was activated. I suppose we're on a 6-day countdown. But how was your day? Did anything interesting happen? Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and share. If you're so inclined, show your support.
We're coming up here and putting $1 in the box.